Okay, now one of the things that happens is that we may become accustomed to the drama. We may become accustomed to the chaos. We may become accustomed to the shenanigans that our narcissist may be pulling. But here's the other thing that I know I have experienced, and that is when I began to outgrow the narcissistic codependent relationship, I found out that not only did I become accustomed to the shenanigans, but yeah, to a certain extent, I have become addicted to the chaos. So this means codependent relationships can be highly addictive. So when we're talking about the narcissistic codependent relationships, you're dealing with two things. Number one, you're dealing with codependency. Number two, you're dealing with narcissism. Both are designed to be highly addictive. Now I want to talk about the other side of the being accustomed to chaos, and that is when you actually go no contact. If you should decide to go no contact, one of the things that you might experience is that you have become accustomed, if not addicted, to the chaos. But now that you're free, okay, it's going to take some adjustments. It's going to take time. And this is something I found to be true. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to choose to be that person that's no longer going to invest in narcissistic codependent relationships. When you find out that you have been accustomed or addicted to the chaos and the shenanigans, okay, this is something that you may start to feel guilty about. And I just want to tell you all, it's not going to do you much good to feel guilty. So try to take the steps to diffuse guilt, because it's only going to feed your narcissist or your close personality type. Okay, so it's not going to serve you very well. So when you first find out that you have been addicted to codependent relationships, first of all, congratulate yourself, because now you're facing where you were versus where you are now. Okay, so celebrate that you've come a long way. By going no contact, things start to die down a little bit or become a little bit more quiet. So the silence may be deafening. I know at first I had to become accustomed to more silence than usual. And you know, again, that's part of the adjustment that I was talking about, that you're gonna have to make once the relationship is over, once the codependent narcissistic relationship is over. Because again, you're dealing with two elements, not elements, you're dealing with two components. You're dealing with codependency and you're dealing with narcissistic abuse or narcissism. You're dealing with those two things, and these are highly addictive, so you're going to have to learn how to live and exist as a person who no longer engages in such things. So how do you become a person who doesn't engage in codependent narcissistic relationships or chooses to invest in such? All right. First thing you want to do is learn how to embrace the silence. You're going to have a little bit more time on your hands. Things are going to be a little bit more quiet. Okay, now that you're not having the narcissist in your ear, putting you down, okay, and telling you that you're not good enough. So when you are having a lot more time to reflect on what happened, in other words, you're going to be experiencing, you're going to be experiencing what you have, you're going to be expressing what you have experienced. This is something that I started doing. That means you're going to journal more. You possibly may start to speak more about this or become a little bit more vocal. Either way, what you have experienced is going to come out. So you might as well go ahead and do it constructively. But you're going to have to embrace that silence because it's going to be there. All right? So when you're embracing the silence, another thing that you may actually reflect on is how you have become addicted to the chaos in the first place. So you're going to have to learn how to quiet that down or embrace the silence and be with that. Now that's going to be a real challenge. That's going to be a real challenge because I had to do that, and that wasn't easy. When you allow yourself to have the restoration, because when you think about it, you're going to need that. That's part of the recovery. Anytime we become addicted to something and we choose to recover from it, restoration is a part of that. So when you're embracing the silence, another thing that's going to happen is the negative chatter may become a little bit louder before it actually dies down. Because now you're changing your mind, which is going to change your perspective, which will also change your behavior. for the better. Okay, so before it's all said and done, you're going to have to embrace that silence, and you're going to have to go ahead and face the reality that you are outgrowing narcissistic codependent relationships. This is going to help you to have a better outlook on life, not just on yourself, but other people. You're going to have a better view and a perspective of your life in general. Sure, you went through a lot. I went through a lot due to the codependent narcissistic relationships. But guess what? You're still here. I'm still here. Your life has purpose. You have something to talk about. You went through something. Share your story. So when you start to focus on the silence and allowing yourself to enjoy the restoration, you're going to feel a lot better. You know, some of you may be saying you're going to look a lot better. Okay? So just enjoy and embrace the silence and the restoration, because it is vital in order to thrive forward past narcissistic codependent relationships. While you may be addicted or accustomed to the shenanigans, the chaos, right? Don't forget, your narcissist or cluster B personality type, more than likely, they're on the other side of that spectrum. So he or she has also become accustomed, if not addicted, to the chaos, to the drama. They enjoy, seemingly, to pull the shenanigans. They have to do this in order to make sure that their false self-image is relevant. Simply put, they're going to make sure at everyone else's expenses that their false self-image will thrive, and not only survive, but thrive. Okay, so this is something that they are highly addicted to, because they're on the other side of the codependent spectrum, meaning they're overly dependent upon you and everyone else for the narcissistic supply. In order for a narcissist and some cluster B personality types to keep the narcissistic source supply plentiful, they get it from two areas. Number one, they can, well, I'll go over the things they get it from first, and that's alcohol, drugs. They may get it from sabotage. They may get it from money or material things. They may get it from the drama. They may get it from the conflict. In order to keep the source supply plentiful, they get it from people. This is where the over dependence of people come from. This is where the addiction of people come from. They get it from flying monkeys. They get it from their romantic partners. Okay? They also get it from their children. They get it from co-workers. They get it from anyone else in, around them that they may deem as prime for source supply. So this is, you have your places and your things, and you also have the people. But when you comprise all of that together, this is how narcissists and some cluster B personality types keep the narcissistic source supply plentiful. Because they're afraid to run out. Their worst nightmare is that you will wake up and notice how they are. Okay? They don't want anybody to really know who they are and why they do what they do, or how they do what they do. But the narcissist's worst nightmare is that you will begin to wake up and you will guard your heart, and you will ration out your love with discretion, or you will offer your love with discernment. In other words, you're going to be mindful, and you may go ahead and close your heart to him or her. That's their worst nightmare. And on top of that, they'll open their hearts and they'll start to get some help for their personality disorder. That's the narcissist's worst nightmare. They don't want to change. Tool number one, practice personal boundaries. You're going to need it. Okay? Personal boundaries keep narcissists and some cluster B personality types at bay. Why does it do this? Because a lot of narcissists and cluster B personality types, they have to bust down the boundaries. That wall has to come down. He or she will not be narcissistically supplied or get the supply with the personal boundaries. They do not tend to respect personal boundaries. Tool number two, become more proactive in your life. Journal. Go to the gym. Get more active. Punch some pillows. Punch a punching bag. Okay? Go to the boxing ring. Do role play. You know, and when you get a tape recorder, if you get a tape recorder and you start talking about what you've gone through, this is to release the energy that doesn't serve you. And at the same time, you're challenging your energy. The energy, just picture a car with fuel that doesn't serve it, so it malfunctions. See, you're releasing energy that doesn't serve you, but you need to continue to thrive forward past narcissistic abuse. In order to do that, you have to have the correct fuel for your vehicle, okay, or for your body. So this way you can keep going, you can move forward, you can focus on that. But if you put the wrong grade of fuel in your tank or your vehicle, it's gonna malfunction and you're not gonna go anywhere. So when you journal and when you become more active or proactive and you're releasing all of this energy that doesn't serve you, this is what you're doing. You're preserving and you're challenging you're channeling your own energy. So this is going to help you to thrive forward. This is going to help you to focus on what you need to do in order to thrive forward past codependent narcissistic relationships. Tool number 3, remember your life has purpose. You are not on this planet to be narcissistic food, okay? You're not here to serve those who don't care about you. Okay, a lot of us, we love to serve. This lifts up our spirits. But when you are on a team that doesn't root for you, it's time to get another team. I certainly hope everyone has enjoyed this video. Check the description box below. Post your comments and don't forget to like and or share today's video. I want to thank everyone for being very patient with me. I know for the last week, I wasn't posting videos on a regular basis, but okay, things are back on track now. So stay tuned for more videos and take care of yourself. Mwah!